And welcome back to Red Card. I'm your host, Anthony Totera. Once again, I want to welcome you all over the world, and we thank you so much for taking time out of your busy lives to join us here on Red Card. And as I said, just before the commercial break, a very special guest, a local boy, a Canadian kid, and a very proud and humble guy, Ashtone Morgan of TFC. Welcome to Red Card, my friend.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Pleasure to have you on, Ashtone. Let's talk about the most important thing after Saturday's game was that goal celebration of Robert Earnshaw. Have you and your teammates got your goal celebrations down pat if it comes to your turn, Ashtone?
I hope so. I think I'll be ready for that.
That's great to hear. Now, obviously, congratulations also to Robert Earnshaw, Ashtone, as he won Player of the Week honors. And, I mean, the goals that he scored, but just the passion and the desire that he's brought to this team. Talk a little bit about it, Ashtone.
Yeah, definitely Ernie brings a lot of quality to the team up front, a lot of attacking power, and as you can see, he can score goals. He led the team up front and, put Barry 2 away early in the game, and yeah, as fitness gets better for himself, he's going to just, keep helping the city and helping the team provide wins.
Ashtone, let's be honest, the field wasn't in the best of conditions. Everyone knows that. Both teams understood that. How long was it before you got, really settled in? 5-10 minutes before you knew where there was different patches that weren't so good on the field?
Yeah, definitely. You try to get settled into the game as early as possible, but with this pitch, it may take longer than you would want. But, at the end of the day, you finally find your feet and start playing your ball. So, yeah, it took me maybe, like you said, 5-10 minutes. But, it was worth it because we got 2 goals early on the stage in the game.
Ashtone, I've known you for a few years now, but I tell you, watching you in these first 2 games this year, there's something different about you. There's a confidence about you. There's a belief that you know what you need to do on the field. You look to me like you have settled in, and you've settled in on a starting position. How does that feel?
It feels great, and I think it just comes along with the games, and it's a lot of experience that's been given to me and handed to me with all the games I've been able to play and start, and yeah, it's just trying to get more relaxed in the field, and yeah, I feel it's coming along. I'm showing a little bit more experience over the course of the games and in the back line, so it feels good. Feels good, definitely.
Ashtone, talk about how great it is to have a world-class player helping you out day in and day out, in Darren O'Day.
Oh yeah, he's a great leader in the back, great captain. Great personality in the locker room as well. I could lean on him and look at him for any advice with if it's on the field or off the field. He's just a great role model in the change room for myself and a lot of young guys. So yeah, I hold him a lot of credit to for the stability in the back line because he does a great job. He's a massive part of our team.
I think this year, Ashtone, you guys are blessed with a back end that's solid, experienced, and young. All those components. And I look at Danny Califf. The guy has a ton of experience in MLS. He's a warrior. And I think, listening to Darren O'Day, he's picking a Danny Califf's brain on different teams, different situations, because he himself is getting used to MLS as well.
Yeah, 100%. Danny, he's a great leader, great role model, as like Darren. And as I said before, yeah, Danny's been in the league for a few years now, and he knows a lot of teams, how a lot of teams play. And if you ever had any questions, he's always there, open-minded to help anybody out, and especially help the team out when it comes to preparing for matches.
Ashtone, to me, let's talk about the guy who I believe is the heart and soul of this team. He puts on his hat, he brings his lunch bucket, and he works each and every game no matter what. Terry Dunfield. I've got a lot of time for this guy.
Yeah, Terry Dunfield, yeah, he's a great hard worker in the midfield for us. He, likes to set the tone from early in the games for us, and he's always there, always passionate with everything we do, whether it's in training or in the games. And yeah, he's just a great leader as well and a hard worker.
Ashtone, I got to be honest, I didn't think that Saturday would turn out the way it did, but I'm happy for you and the team, but more importantly, I'm happy for the TFC fans where they haven't seen too many bright days, and let's hope there's a lot more ahead. But watching this Kansas City team and seeing what they bring to the table, I'm sure you guys did your scouting. I think Graham Zusi is one of the top American players on the rise. You look at him, and then Claudio Bieler, the guy who scored a goal and is going to be terrific on that team. How did you guys go into that game preparing for these 2 guys?
Definitely, we just wanted to get in their faces really earlier on in the game and, press them higher up the field so they don't really feel too comfortable trying to play out the back and whatnot. So, and as you can see, first 15 minutes, 20 minutes, we were pressing them first half, and yeah, we got 2 goals out of it, and yeah, so we basically just working on pressing up and stepping hard, and a lot of hard pressure.
You know, Ashtone, how important is it now that you guys at the back get in sync with Joe Bednick? Obviously, Stephen Fry isn't at 100% yet, and you guys understood where he liked you guys being in certain situations. How have you guys in the back end there really communicated with Joe Bednick on certain situations?
Yeah, Joe, he's a great, phenomenal keeper. You know, whether it's him or Steph in the net, the back line, we have confidence in all our keepers, and yeah, Joe really showed up last game. He's kept us in the game a few times briefly in the second half. And yeah, we have a lot of confidence in him, and he has a lot of confidence in us. And the communication is just great over the course of time that we've been together. And yeah, we really love Joe in the back. And yeah, he's been a great keeper so far.
I mean, to me, the surprise, the real exciting surprise for this team and going forward is John Bostic. I mean, this guy is athletic, he's tall, he's physical. To me, he's got it all. Talk about him, Ashtone.
Yeah, John, he competes with the crowd, you know. He's a great team player. He works hard, great feet, great shot, you know, and it's what we need on our team, you know. The guy we give the ball to, and you know he's going to provide maybe a goal, corner kick, maybe scoring opportunities, assists, fouls for us in the final third, and he's going to get a lot of stuff and a lot of positives for the team over the season.
Ashtone, what was positive for me also from that game is we know that last year, unfortunately, a lot of late game collapses by TFC. And this time around, people again were worried of the worst, that the team would collapse and give up a tying goal. But it didn't happen. And you could tell the guys were communicating at the end, closer to the end of the game. And you guys were becoming a brick wall back there. What did you guys attribute that to?
Yeah, definitely. We know how it feels to give up late goals, and you know, I feel for a lot of us, we were pretty nervous, you know, because we've been in this situation before, and I think last year we would buckle, but this year we felt really confident, and we actually enjoyed them putting pressure on us because we were doing so well with it. And yeah, I think a lot of guys were confident. We kept on talking, communicating, and yeah, KC threw the whole kitchen sink at us, and we dealt with it. So I think it's for the fans and for everybody who's been watching, you know, it shows that, you know, we're going to be tough to beat this year, and we're going to take no nonsense, definitely.
Ashtone, let's put the cards on the table. I've seen you and many other Canadian guys in MLS. I think of another guy that has just been playing with San Jose Earthquakes. He was on my show last week, Nana Atakora. You know Nana. And I say to myself, Canadian guys can play in MLS, and they can start and they can do well. And then you look at Kyle Becker, a kid that's going to have a promising future. What is it, Ashtone? What is it when it comes to the national team that we don't seem to have what the Americans have?
I'm not too sure, you know, but I'm just saying for the future, it's really bright for Canada. With a lot of youth that's coming up, it's going to be great because they have a lot of talent coming up. And yeah, I'm really excited for the years to come because, you know, a lot of kids are getting opportunities to play overseas and whatnot, and gain professional atmospheres and professional clubs, and it's going to be great for our future with Canada. How
great would it be, Ashtone, once that phone rings, and I'm pretty sure will ring, for that call to come and play for Team Canada at the Gold Cup? How would you feel about that?
Oh, it's going to be an amazing feeling, amazing experience, you know, and that's what I work for at the end of the day. You know, I want to represent my country at every event, no matter what it is, exhibition, friendlies, or the Gold Cup or the World Cup, you know, and I just can't wait to put that Canadian jersey on again if I get the call.
Talk about being a local guy, Ashtone, before we let you go. I mean, sometimes you got to be honest. You got to pinch yourself and say, you know, I went to school at Northern Secondary School. I played for the Toronto Lynx. I played locally. I mean, it's gotta be surreal sometimes for a young guy like you living out a dream and playing a dream that a lot of other local kids would love to do someday.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I still have to pinch myself sometimes and, you know, snap back to reality because, yeah, it is surreal, and sometimes I still can't believe, you know, I'm actually doing what I love and like doing what I've been dreaming about all my life, you know, and it's a great feeling. You know, a lot of hard work was put into it, and yeah, it's just trying to keep pushing on and keep pushing striving for more, definitely.
The last thing is this, Ashtone. I had a conversation a couple weeks ago with the head coach of York University, Carmen Asako, and you know Carmen. I brought up your name. I said, Carm, is Ashtone ready for full-time duty this year with TFC? He gave me the look of the eye. And he said, Ashtone this year will develop and he'll be a full-time starter for TFC. How great does that feel when the coaches out there that have helped you along the way also believe now that you can carry the ball for the rest of the season?
Yeah, it's great. You know, it's great to have that confidence and great to have that support from previous coaches. And yeah, Carm is a great role model to me as well. Over the years, I've been sticking around with him for a while, and yeah, he's been nothing but help for me, and always been there for me at the same time. So yeah, it's really good to have that confidence and that and everybody believing me that I could keep my position and just keep getting better.
We'll close it out for a tip for the kids, as we always like to do here on Red Card Ashton. If there's a young man or even a young lady that's on that bench that's struggling to get playing time or get the confidence of their head coach, and they dream one day to be where Ashtone Morgan is, what do you want to tell those kids out there?
Definitely to keep working hard. Don't let anybody or anything get in their way, and just keep striving to accomplish your goals. Definitely.
A class act, a humble guy, a local guy that I'm proud to see succeed in MLS and with TFC. Ashtone Morgan, we can't thank you enough for joining us here on Red Card. Much success, especially coming up against the Montreal Impact, my friend.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. That is Ashtone Morgan of TFC, and one day I'm pretty soon sure that he'll be playing for Team Canada. It would not surprise me one bit come the Gold Cup that he gets that call up. To me, I've seen this guy grow, develop. He looks comfortable, and he looks ready to take a leadership role, not only on this team, but for Team Canada as well. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and then we're going to go out to Montreal to talk to Nick Sabetti of Goal.com and talk to him about the Montreal Impact 2-0. Wow. These Canadian teams are really getting the attention all over MLS, and it's great to see. Stay tuned. Right after here on a commercial break, we'll go to Montreal and talk with Nick Sabetti of Goal.com.